Did you ever check out that if you lived up to the age of 80 years, it would mean that you have lived just about 29,220 days? Friends, life is such a fragile and brief window of an opportunity, a mere spark that momentarily illuminates the vast darkness of eternity. For those of us fortunate enough to experience this brief glimpse, the question cannot be whether life is finite. We all know that it is. The important question is, how deeply do we understand and accept this truth? And what is of paramount importance is, what do we choose to do about it? Realizing the brevity of life early on can profoundly impact the way we live, leading us to make choices that are more authentic, meaningful, and transformative. Yet, too often, we live as if time is an infinite resource, delaying our dreams and ignoring the things that truly matter. However, at whichever stage of our lives we realize this, it is never too late.
Recognizing our limited lifetime early in life is crucial. It is essential to understand how this awareness can radically alter our very existence, and why failing to confront the inevitability of death can lead to a life that is hollow, meaningless, and half-lived.
If you truly care about yourself and don't want to trust me blindly, just hang on till the end of this video. Be assured that you will more than agree with me as we move ahead. Not only that, you will also start taking decisive and meaningful steps that will change the entire perspective of your life and lead you to value your time and manifesting your true self. So let's move ahead on this wonderful, vibrant journey of self-realization and self-development.
Most of us live as though we are immortal, not in a literal sense, but in the very way we approach our time. It is very common to assume that there will always be later. Later to pursue passions, mend our relationships, and to live our life meaningfully and fully. This illusion of endless tomorrows is because it is so tempting to prioritize short-term gratification over long-term fulfillment. Social media, consumer culture, and the relentless pursuit of external validation often distract us from the ticking clock. Yet, history and experience show us how fragile life can be. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, both proponents of Stoicism, emphasized the value of recognizing the importance of acknowledging mortality. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think, wrote Marcus Aurelius in Meditations. Similarly, Seneca urged us to begin at once to live, and not defer our purpose, as time slips through our fingers faster than we realize. Failing to grasp the finitude of life can lead to irreversible regret. Look at those elderly folks who often look back with regretful sorrow on the things they didn't do, the chances they did not take, the words they left unsaid, and the dreams they left unrealized. Young people, in contrast, have the advantage of a lot more time at their disposal, but only if they understand its value.
Understanding that life is finite need not make you feel miserable at all. As a matter of fact, it can be liberating. This awareness can catalyze profound changes in how we approach our daily lives. When you understand that your time is limited, you become more judicious about how you are going to utilize it. The trivialities of life, endless scrolling on social media, petty arguments with anyone and everyone, or mindless distractions, all lose their appeal. Instead, you focus on what truly matters: meaningful relationships, personal growth, and pursuing your passions. This clarity helps you avoid the trap of living according to others' expectations and, instead, carve out a life that resonates with your inner values. Take Steve Jobs for instance. In his famous 2005 Stanford commencement speech, he said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life." This perspective led him to pursue innovative ideas fearlessly and with urgency. When you adopt your mortality, fear diminishes. The fear of failure, rejection, or judgment pales in comparison to your ultimate loss, which is time itself. This realization can embolden you to take risks, whether it is starting a business, pursuing an unconventional career, or expressing your true self. What's the worst that could happen? Not much really. In fact, the alternative is far worse. A life stuck in stagnation and a life grossly unfulfilled. For example, J.K. Rowling, before achieving fame with Harry Potter, faced rejection after rejection. Yet, her awareness of time's passing drove her to persist. Her courage to chase her dream, even in the face of uncertainty, is a bold testament to what can happen when we stop fearing failure. It builds in you an unfailing courage to take calculated risks. As soon as you acknowledge life's impermanence, you cherish the people in your life more than ever. Instead of taking loved ones for granted, you prioritize your connection, adopt forgiveness, and experience true love. You realize that your time with those you care about is finite, and this makes every moment extremely precious. The philosopher Søren Kierkegaard said, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards." By understanding this in your youth, you can act now to nurture relationships and avoid the regret of neglecting them later on. The pressure to perform as per society's expectations can be immense, especially for young people. But when you realize that your time is limited, the urge to live authentically outweighs the desire to fit in. That is when you begin to ask yourself, what do I truly want from life, rather than seeking validation from others? The existentialist philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre emphasized the importance of creating your own meaning in a finite existence. He argued that, in the absence of inherent meaning, humans must define their own purpose. Recognizing mortality early allows you to embark on this quest for authenticity, while you still have the vitality to pursue it. Now, let's contrast this with the life of someone who fails to confront the reality of death. Such a person often drifts through life, focusing on superficial pursuits, postponing important decisions, and clinging to the illusion that there will always be more time. This mindset leads to what Thoreau described as lives of quiet desperation. People trapped in this mode often wake up in middle age, or still worse, at the end of their lives, wondering where the years went. They regret not having pursued their passions, not having spent more time with loved ones, and not having lived authentically. And by then, it is almost too late. Understanding the importance of mortality is one thing and living in alignment with it is another. Spend a few minutes each day contemplating how you spent your time. Ask yourself, did I live today in a way I'd be proud of it if it were my last? Define what truly matters to you and take actionable steps toward achieving those goals. Break free from societal scripts and focus on what brings you fulfillment. Remember that the worst-case scenario often isn't as bad as wasting your life on things that don't matter. Take that leap, whether it's pursuing a creative project, confessing your feelings, or starting on a new path. Do it now. Living a meaningful life isn't just about grand achievements. Cherish the little things, a sunset, a simple conversation, a moment of laughter. These are the moments that make your life rich. Read works by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Man's Search for Meaning, by Viktor Frankl. These texts provide timeless wisdom on how to live fully. To everyone enjoying this video and especially the young people, you are at crossroads. Life stretches before you like an open road, but the distance is finite. By realizing this early, you gain an invaluable gift, the ability to choose how you invest your time with intention and purpose. You can live a life that's vibrant, authentic, and full of meaning, rather than one dominated by regret and missed opportunities. The French philosopher Michel de Montaigne captured this sentiment beautifully: to practice death is to practice freedom. A man who has learned how to die has unlearned how to be a slave. By embracing the reality of death, you free yourself to be truly alive. So, start now. Pursue your passions, love fiercely, and savor the fleeting beauty of existence. One day, far in the future, you'll look back on a life well lived, not because it was short or long, but because it was satisfying and full. And that is the truest measure of success. Thanks for watching this video. There is a lot more to be discovered on this wonderful journey. Until then, value your time. If you feel you like this series of videos and it is benefiting you in some measure, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and share the link with those you want to benefit from the same. Do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos.